Hello guys, just a short critical feedback on X-Plane's default King Air C90. How am I supposed to dial in a heading if I can't see what I dial in? So in this plane, in fact, I have to go down here, and that is the only spot where I can dial in the heading and at the same time see or hardly see what I actually dial in. That is a pretty nasty handling, I'm afraid. Of course, I created a shortcut to change the heading, and now I can look at the display and change the heading. But what about the course selector? I'm afraid I could not find any shortcut command that would change the course. So if I search for course selector, I don't find anything. If I look up course, I'll only get back course. If I look up the shortcut of the shortcut CRS, I'll get some Garmin shortcut commands and some C90 commands, and the only one that made sense was this one, so I assigned a shortcut to it. But I'm afraid neither does this shortcut change the selected course. What it does it changes the knob below the course selector. But who needs this? So this makes the handling of this aircraft pretty nasty, I'm afraid. How about creating a window that is a copy of this panel, or at least a section of this panel that could be brought up as a separate window here by pressing some invincible button or some button to the left here. Solution number one. Solution number two, please, if not the panel or the window, create shortcut commands for all buttons, especially the ones down here. Now, of course, there are shortcut commands for some buttons. Especially, I can assign a shortcut for heading select or altitude hold, or even altitude select and others. Vertical speed works as well, or flight level change. But neither could I find a shortcut for nav mode. If I look up nav mode, again, I can't find anything. If I look up nav, I'll get a whole bunch of shortcut commands and then can try to find which one is the right one without success. I already did this, which brings me to the next point. It is sometimes hard to find the right shortcut command for the appropriate button. If I hover over it, it gives me some description. Why not show the shortcut command as well? Okay, so that I know what shortcut command I have to look up when configuring the plane. I don't know how laminar research is working, but if I fly a plane, the first thing that I do is I look what's there and I configure the aircraft so that I can handle it well in the air. And when being in stormy weather and approaching an airport with traffic and communication going on, I don't want to go down here to set up a course or a heading. That's not exactly a good handling. So please at least create shortcut commands for all those buttons. Would be much better to have as well a window that could be brought up here, being a copy of this panel. And please make it easier to find shortcut commands. If I hover over it, please just show the shortcut command as well. This would be a little change, not a big change, that make a huge difference, at least from my point of view. And this brings me to the conclusion of the video. If the reason to buy X-Plane for most of the people is the Zibo mod, then I think it would really be worth to improve X-Plane's default content. And this plane is one of the few planes that I like to jump in. The few default planes from X-Plane. Thanks for watching and goodbye.